so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Talk to me, brother, so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's here together. We are here together in this holy moment, and we're grateful for the winding road that brought us to this place. We are here
Please rise for hymn 346 in the gray hymnal. Please remain standing and join me in the words of our covenant found on the screen. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. Let this be our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth and love, and to help one another. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your life journey, you are welcome here.
Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your life journey, you are welcome here.
I am Reverend Suzanne Rude, and I get to serve as today's worship leader of this caring, curious, and ever-evolving congregation. It's good to be here.
Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your life's journey, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here.
Please be seated.
Good morning. My name is Karen Thomas, not Linda Williams, who you may have been expecting. She's under the weather but recovering. I serve as a worship associate of this music-loving, children-embracing congregation. We are here to support each other on our own and our shared spiritual journeys, centered in love, compassion, curiosity, courage, and joy. I'm especially happy to welcome first-time and returning visitors. If you are a visitor, we hope you will find us a community eager to welcome you and respectful of the path that has brought you here this morning. Anyone wearing a colorful floral stole is glad to answer any questions you may have. There is written info in the pew folders and at the visitors' tables for you to take. For our online participants, it would be wonderful if you introduced yourself on the chat so we know you are with us. Our church buildings are located on traditional homelands of the Pennacook Abenaki people, past and present. We acknowledge and honor with gratitude the land and the people who have stewarded it for generations.
For a complete listing of church events and news, check out our weekly e-bulletin or a copy of Parish Notes, our monthly newsletter. Here are a few highlights. After the service today, join us for social time in Fellowship Hall. Programs that were scheduled for this afternoon, including the leadership training and the senior singles group, have been postponed due to the incoming storm. Michael being away at a conference, there will be no Tuesday welcome table dinner this week. The youth group is headed to Alabama on a civil rights tour from April 25th to May 2nd. There may be a few spots available for adults to be a part of that experience. If you are interested, please be in touch with Michael. A big thank you to all the people who have been helping with cleaning and organizing the building. The congregant engagement team invites you to contribute to our new family engagement wall located outside the classrooms. Please bring in a printed photo of yourself and your family in any size up to 4x6. People and pets are welcome. And include a label with everyone's names. Submit your photos to Dory, our family engagement coordinator. Many thanks to all who donated to the November appeal and helped us meet our goal of funding a professional ecological forest management plan. The ecological land management team, who more easily goes by ELM, is working on ways for the congregation to provide input into development of landowner goals over the upcoming months as part of the Grounds and Forest Visionary Plan. We look forward to your participation, including in a survey coming soon, as we collect data and develop a plan for the 18+ acres of earth we steward. Each week, we light our chalice to set this time apart and to mark it as sacred. If you are at home and you have a candle or chalice ready, I invite you to light it now as Huey lights our chalice in the sanctuary.
Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and
We will introduce 3 hymns today with brief explanations of their origins. This is in honor of Harriet Tubman, an abolitionist and brave leader of the Underground Railroad. She always kept her hymnal nearby as it represents to her a connection between her faith and freedom, as it contained hymns used as coded signal songs directed to slaves seeking to escape north into Canada. Harriet Tubman's hymnal is part of the Smithsonian's collection at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. The first hymn being introduced is Die Gedanken sind frei, which means our thoughts are free. It's a traditional German folk song celebrating freedom of thought, with the tune's origins dating back to as early as the 12th century. The lyrics that were added in the 1700s made the song a popular protest song in Germany against political oppression and censorship. In the aftermath of the failed 1848 German Revolution, the song was banned, but its popularity persisted. It became important again among anti-Nazi resistance groups in World War II, when it was again forbidden to be sung. Folk singer Pete Seeger sang this German folk song in an episode of the Rainbow Quest TV show in 1965. I personally first heard this song in the 1971 movie Escape of the Birdmen, where it was sung by World War II Allied prisoners of war. The song highlights the enduring power of the mind against tyranny and the freedom of the human spirit. Please rise in body or spirit as we sing the hymn 291 in the gray hymnal, Die Gedanken sind frei.
Die Gedanken sind frei, my thoughts freely flower. Die Gedanken sind frei, my thoughts give me power. No scholar can map them, no hunter can trap them, no one can deny. Die Gedanken sind frei, my thoughts are as free as wind o'er the ocean, and no one can see their form or their motion. No hunter can find them, no trap ever bind them. My lips may be still, but I think what I will. A glimmering fire, the darkness will brighten my soaring desire. All troubles can lighten, no prison enfold me, its walls cannot hold me, no captive I'll be, for my spirit is free.
Please be seated.
Please repeat after me. It is a blessing to be. It is a blessing to be here. It is a blessing to be here now. It is a blessing to be here now together.
In June of last year, my husband and I took an Amtrak train out of Boston to Washington, D.C., mainly to experience some of the Smithsonian art and history museums. These were museums that we had never been to before, or it had been a long time since our last visit. These excursions included the Hirshhorn Museum of Contemporary Art, the Smithsonian American Art Museum, the National Museum of American History, and the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Today's service, entitled Art as Resistance, came in part out of that experience. I believe that one of the greatest assets of the human species is our ability to create art that communicates the yearnings of the human spirit. These creations can take many forms: paintings and drawings, sculpture, poetry, books, movies, photos, street art, plays, and music, just to name a few possibilities. Musician and artist Brian Eno writes that we should stop thinking about art as objects and start thinking of art as triggers for experience. Art is something that happens, a process, and all sorts of things can make it happen. What makes a work of art good is something that happens inside of you. If the art that is produced through creative expression aims at promoting social justice and strives for lasting cultural shifts, it is art as resistance. That is, art used to challenge, question, or disrupt power or oppression. It is a tool with a message and represents a form of action. It may be used to amplify marginalized voices. It may give visibility to groups whose stories are ignored or suppressed. It may serve to document injustices. It may mobilize communities through collaboration and support solidarity. It may make hidden or silenced human experiences public. Art as resistance is intentional. It may come with considerable risk, including the threat of censorship, social backlash, or even imprisonment. Art as resistance may be purposely located or performed in public spaces to reach broader audiences. It strives to make people think critically about power and injustice. It engages empathy and personal connection. It spurs conversation. It leaves a record for future generations about oppression. The art of resistance is often rooted in kindness and can represent a radical force in this context. Compassion-based art can transform pain into beauty in a world filled with despair. It can reject cynicism and revenge and promote growth and flourishing instead. By showing what a more just and compassionate society could look like, art can inspire hope and optimism in the face of disheartening events in the world. Art can say, "You are not alone. There is a way through." It can hold people together emotionally and spiritually. Art as resistance can turn confrontation into connection, indignation into understanding, and suffering into advocacy for human dignity. In a society in which oppression thrives on fear and division, art as resistance can become a radical form of action.
Our next hymn is widely known as Bread and Roses, a labor anthem popularized by Judy Collins in the 1970s, but sung by many artists, including John Denver, Utah Phillips, Joan Baez, and most recently by Lucy Dacus at the inauguration of Zohan Mamdani. The song's lyrics come from a poem by James Oppenheimer, first published in December 1911. Oppenheimer's inspiration was a speech by Helen Todd, a factory inspector and advocate for women's suffrage, who was traveling the country speaking of how women voting would transform the terrible conditions for workers that she saw in her work as a factory inspector. The slogan was echoed again during the Lawrence textile strike in 1912. The strikers were mostly immigrant women, and the strike ultimately became known as the Bread and Roses strike. the striking workers used the phrase as a reminder of their humanity and their right to improved working conditions. Obviously, the sentiment of working both for survival but also for the ability to enjoy life's beauty is powerful, and through art we are reminded of our shared struggle for a full and meaningful life. The performance of this song at the inauguration of Zoran Mamdani ties the issues workers face today to history and also honors the legacy of the women who struck for their own dignity over 100 years ago. So now, please rise in body and spirit and join me in singing As We Come Marching, number 109 in our gray hymnal.
As we come marching, marching in the beauty of that day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 workshops gray, are touched with all the radiance that sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we come marching, marching, we battle to for men, for they are women's children, and we through them again. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life closes. Hearts serve as well as bodies. Give us bread, but give us roses. As we come marching, marching, unnumbered women dead go crying through our singing, our ancient song of bread. Small art and love and beauty, their judging spirits knew. Yes, it is bread we fight for, but we fight for roses too. As we come marching, marching, we bring the greater days. The rising of the women means the rising of the race. No more the drudge and idler tend the toil where one reposes, but a sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses.
Please be seated. I would like to invite all the young, and especially the young at heart, to come forward for our time for all ages. If you didn't come forward, you're going to have to help from your seats. We're going to speak about posters and buttons today. And here comes some more. Thank you. We're going to start with making a poster where our message is, be kind to animals. So if that was our message, what are some of the ways we could be kind to animals? Maybe your pets, maybe outdoor animals. Give them food and water. Excellent. Yes. You can walk them outside if they're walking animals. You can give them a little wheel if they're that kind of animal. Yeah. Don't leave them out in the cold What else can we put on our poster? Yes. Give them cozy homes because you respect them. Excellent. We've made an excellent poster. Thank you, Susie. Our next poster is going to be kind to people. How can we be kind to people? The golden rule that you do in your family, treat people as you want to be treated. Excellent. Any more ideas for being kind to people? Smile. Platinum rule. Treat people how they want to be treated. The platinum rule. Anything else? Hold the door. Hugs when they want hugs. Don't leave them out in the cold. Kids would like you to be kind to them by giving them whatever they want. There might be some rules around that a little bit. Yes. Food, shelter, and care. Good karma, like Rick's smile recommendation. Listen to them. Listen to what they have to say. Okay, one more back here and one here. Respect their home. Respect them. Great. We've made a great poster. And you could make such a poster and bring it somewhere where you think people need to know that they need to be kind to animals or be kind to people. Well, how could we use art to make these messages be heard? So what are some forms of art that we could do the same messages but not posters? Yes. Writing. Writing a letter. You could sing a song. You could dance. You could wear a sweater with your favorite thing on it. You could make jokes. You could be a comedian and make jokes about things and about these messages. Anybody else has any ideas? Graffiti. Might get you in trouble, like letting kids do whatever they want, but. Another way you can get your message heard is to make buttons. These are the buttons that I've received that people have given me since I moved to New Hampshire. A lot of messages, a lot of buttons. Do you want to ask about any of the buttons? You can come up and point to one, and I'll tell you what the message was. This one right here, this one is from Canada, and it's got different colors on it, so it's using colors, not just words, and it says nice. This one above it is also from Canada, and it's in French, and it says restons ouverts, which means stay open, remain open. Huey, do you want to ask about one of the buttons? Right here. This is The Scream by Edvard Munch. He's a famous artist, and he drew this painting the end of the 1800s, and someone that gave it to me felt like screaming. So that was their message. Anybody else? Susie has some buttons too.
be kind, support immigrants and refugees, and solidarity.
So some people give messages with buttons. I usually only wear one at a time. Thank you so much for coming to Time for All Ages. If you could help us sing our people back out to their seats.
May our minds be open to new learning. May our lips bring truth into the world. May our hearts know love and our hands do the work of justice as we go our way in peace. As we go our way in peace. May our minds be open to new learning. May our lips bring truth into the world. May our hearts know love and our hands do the work of justice as we go our way in peace. As we go our way in peace.
We now turn to the joys and the sorrows we carry individually and as a community. Will you take a breath with me? As we surrender to this moment, let us notice our body resting, grounded, supported by the earth. As the piano begins to play, you are invited to come forward, light a candle, or place a stone at the table to your right, or add a note to the Holding Our Grief wheel. And if you wish, come to the microphone, tell us your name, and share briefly from your heart so the congregation can hold you in love.
I lit a candle of sorrow for what's going on right now in Minnesota, but also of hope, because it's what we're doing here right now, which is going to get us out of this mess, I hope.
My name is Craig, and I just want to say thank you to Michael for being there for all of us.
I now invite Jim to light one more candle on behalf of those who are not with us today or who chose to remain seated. Whether your joys or sorrows have been named or remain in the silence of your heart, know you are not alone. May we hold our earth in our hearts with joy in her nature, in awe of her majesty, power, and resilience, taking responsibility for the hurts we have caused her. Will you take another breath with me? This week, we hold in love Aunt Roxy.
Fear not the pain, let its weight fall back into the earth, for heavy are the mountains, heavy are the seas. Fear not the pain, let its weight fall back into the earth, for heavy are the mountains, heavy are the seas.
Poetry as resistance has a long history in our country. This poem by Ella Wheeler Wilcox was written in 1914. Wilcox was an advocate for the rights of women and children and also for animal rights. Her poem Protest was notably written a few years after the devastating Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire, which caused the death of 123 women and girls, most of them immigrants aged 14 to 23. Protest. To sin by silence when we should protest makes cowards out of men. The human race has climbed on protest. Had no voice been raised against injustice, ignorance, and lust, the Inquisition yet would serve the law, and guillotines decide our least disputes. The few who dare must speak, and speak again to right the wrongs of many. Speech, thank God. No vested power in this great day and land can gag or throttle. Press and voice may cry loud disapproval of existing ills, may criticize oppression and condemn the lawlessness of wealth-protecting laws that let the children and childbearers toil to purchase ease for idle millionaires. Therefore, I do protest against the boast of independence in this mighty land. Call no chain strong which holds one rusted link. Call no land free that holds one fettered slave, until the manacled slim wrists of babes are loosed to toss in childish sport and glee, until the mother bears no burden save the precious one beneath her heart, until God's soil is rescued from the clutch of greed and given back to labor, let no man call this the land of freedom.
The next hymn, which is often sung in our congregation, is based on the Christian apostle Paul's first epistle to the Corinthians in the New Testament of the Bible. Paul was starting early Christian churches, and around 20 years after the death of Jesus Christ, he learned of disconcerting news from Corinth, a city in Greece, of jealousies and rivalries among his new congregations there. He felt that the Corinthians needed some additional guidance on what should be especially important to Christians. So he wrote them a letter, an epistle, and he told them this: "If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries, and make everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, 'Jump,' and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor, and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love." Composer Hal Hobson used these sentiments when writing the lyrics to "Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire," using a traditional English melody. Please rise in body and spirit as we sing "Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire."
Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire, and have not love, my words are vain, as sounding brass and hopeless gain. Though I may give all I possess, and striving so my love profess, but not begin my love within, the prophet soon turns strangely thin. Come, Spirit, come, our hearts control, our spirits long to be made whole. Let inward love guide every deed. By this we worship and are freed.
Please be seated. Art as resistance is art as documentation. When Mine Okubo was placed in Japanese internment camps in the western U.S. during World War II, where no cameras were allowed, she created illustrations of her daily life that became the powerful 1946 graphic novel, Citizen 1360, and this is a copy of that book. Her simple line drawings and brief descriptions served as witness, protest, and personal documentation under conditions of oppression. Mine Okubo was born in Riverside, California in 1912 to Japanese parents. In 1939, she was studying art in Europe on a University of California, Berkeley scholarship when war broke out and she had to return to the United States. Following the 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor, Okubo and her brother were imprisoned with other Japanese Americans and Japanese people at the Tanforan Assembly Center near San Francisco, and then at the Topaz War Relocation Center in Utah. While at those camps, Mine penned over 2,000 drawings and sketches of daily life. After her release in 1944, she assembled 200 of these pen and ink sketches into the graphic novel called Citizen 1360. In it, she documented the lives, struggles, and achievements of people imprisoned at the camp. The title of the book comes from the number assigned to her family unit. The book has been in print since it was first published, and before getting my own copy, I was able to look at the book, at a display of her work, at an exhibit entitled Pictures of Belonging at the Smithsonian American Art Museum in Washington, D.C. And we're going to put up a few pictures. There's the cover, and there's Minnie in profile. There is she and her brother up in the upper right-hand corner, getting their numbers, getting attached to them, Citizen 1360 and their belongings. And then this is just kind of a random picture in the lower right where she was speaking in her caption to the picture about how many lines there were there, always waiting to use the washroom, waiting to eat, just a lot of people in a small space, waiting. Two things struck me about the book right away. First, Minnie drew herself, at least in profile, in just about every drawing in the book, as if to say, I was here, I saw this. Second, she was very neutral in her selected drawings and in her wording. When an internee was shot in the chest and killed when he ventured too close to the barbed wire perimeter at one of her camps, she experienced this, but chose to simply show the preparations for the funeral in her book. Perhaps this superficial neutrality was what allowed her to leave the camp with all of her drawings intact. This graphic novel, to me, and it's one of the first graphic novels ever produced, is a powerful symbol of art as resistance through the simple act of documentation. It is a prison memoir without a narrative that tells you exactly what to think. Yet, I found it compelling and powerful. Guard towers, barbed wire, and military fences often appear as backgrounds to more commonplace activities at the camp, such as school graduation ceremonies. Domestic and leisure scenes are juxtaposed with confinement to highlight the resilience of the internees and their dignity and humanity. In 1983, when Minnie Akubu testified in front of the U.S. Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internments of Citizens, she was able to simply hand them her book as evidence. It told the whole story in a first-person contemporaneous account. Art as resistance is art as documentation. Art as resistance is also art as collaboration. Banksy is the pseudonym of an otherwise unidentified street artist and political activist. Banksy was likely born in the 1970s in England, although Banksy could be a woman or even a group of people. No one knows for sure. I will use the pronouns they and their for the artist Banksy. All of Banksy's art business is conducted through their management agency called the Pest Control Office. Their works of political and social commentary have appeared on streets, walls, bridges, and in museums throughout the world. Their themes center around anti-consumerism, anti-fascism, and anti-authoritarianism. In 2013, when spending a month in New York City, Banksy collaborated with two street artists from Brazil who go by the name of Gêmeos, which means the twins in Portuguese. Their identity is known. They are Otávio and Gustavo Pandolfo. Their art is collaborative already because they together as twin brothers create their art. Unlike the black and white stencils of Banksy, the art of Gêmeos is characterized by vibrant colors, futuristic worlds, and distinctive yellow-skinned creatures. During Banksy's New York City residency, Banksy and the twins collaborated on a pair of large paintings which became known as the Chelsea collaboration. Here are those paintings exhibited at the Smithsonian Hirshhorn Museum of Contemporary Art last June. I'm there too. This was still the best picture I could find. So there we have on the left a lone figure, probably painted by the twins, surrounded by Banksy's riot police. And the one on the right shows a Banksy police officer in tactical gear standing among a crowd of the twins' colorful characters. So Banksy's police are stark black, gray, and white stencils, which to me represent institutional power and control, standardized, homogeneous, frightening. The twins' characters in the center on the left and taking up most of the right on the other hand are whimsical, dreamlike figures drawn with vivid colors and expressive attire, evoking community, effervescence, and calm. Even though many of the twins' figures are masked, they come across to me as very non-confrontational, very easygoing, while the law enforcement figures seem hard and unyielding. To me, the twins' figures are like a balm to the spirit. The Chelsea collaboration paintings are, to me, a perfect example of art as collaboration. The art of resistance can be art as collaboration, and it can envision a different and better future. Thank you, Gavin. When people were dying of AIDS in the 1980s in San Francisco, Cleve Jones sought to raise awareness of the lives being lost. He conceived of a quilt at a candlelight memorial for Harvey Milk in 1985. And in 1987, he created the first memorial quilt panel in honor of a deceased friend. By the end of that decade, his initial concept led to what is now known as the Names AIDS Memorial Quilt. The AIDS Memorial Quilt became the biggest community folk art project in the world. It now contains over 110,000 names of those who have died of AIDS-related causes. The mainly 3 by 6 foot panels are made by individuals alone, are in a workshop, or in quilting bees, such as the one held during the 2012 Smithsonian Folklife Festival on the National Mall in DC. Each panel of the quilt contains unique designs, decorative items, photos, and personal items. You do not need to be an artist to contribute a panel. You can still contribute a panel. You do not need to personally know the person you are memorializing, only that you have been affected by their lives. And Gavin's going to put up 2 panels created by fans of Rock Hudson and Freddie Mercury. These are artists who died of AIDS. Rock Hudson, in fact, was one of the first mainstream artists to publicly admit he was dying of AIDS in 1985. Cleve Jones, the person who envisioned the AIDS Memorial Quilt, was saved in a way by his own activism. He was asked to be a part of the first test of a cocktail of medicines for the treatment of HIV/AIDS, and then successfully fought for its approval by the FDA. He is now 71 years old. So the art of resistance can be documented as the graphic novel Citizen 1360. It can be collaborative, as with the 2 paintings by Banksy and the twins. It can be envisioned, such as the AIDS Memorial Quilt, which raised both awareness and action. Art as resistance in any form can lead to censorship when the ideas represented imperil the status quo. Not only has art been banned, but artists, especially writers, have been imprisoned. One art form that highlights this very clearly is the long history of book banning in our own country. PEN America finds that the current magnitude of book censorship in schools is unprecedented in recent U.S. history. Their research has determined that currently 30% of the books banned in public schools feature race, racism, or people of color as themes or characters. Another 27% are books which deal with gay characters or themes. This means that the most marginalized members of our community are the voices most likely to be silenced and sidelined. We can do better. What gives me hope about art is the capacity for multiple avenues of creative expression to flourish even under threats of censorship. When our government threatens to remove so-called divisive and partisan materials from our national museums, I do not fundamentally believe it will squelch the voice of artists. Artists and writers of art as resistance are brave. They have messages inside them that will find a way out. I have no doubt Banksy and the twins can return to street art. Music will be written and songs will be sung. Poems will be composed and shared. What I think will be the effect of removing targeted materials from our national museums will be the diminishing of the importance and symbolism of the freedom of expression on which our country was founded. And it certainly would leave us questioning the accuracy of the remaining history and the honesty of the approved art. When books and art and the ideas they represent are removed from public spaces, it sends the message that some ideas are too dangerous to even be discussed, when discussion is actually what is needed. In my view, ideas represented in art will find a way out. In some countries with a high degree of censorship, underground sources of expression flourish. Banned books and music gain symbolic power. The voice of banned authors and artists gain a certain moral authority. When books are banned, as was Uncle Tom's Cabin in the South, some of these ideas surfaced as songs, such as Strange Fruit, sung by Billie Holiday, the 1939 song that documented lynching in the American South. When the AIDS crisis threatened, some of that history surfaced as films, such as the 1993 movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. When fascism menaces, photojournalists such as African-American Gordon Parks will surface and draw our attention to state violence or the struggles of the working poor, as he did. Art as documentation, art as collaboration, art as envisioning. Art as resistance will find a way, and it will find a place. It will not be silenced. May it be so. Amen and ashe. Thank you for your generous support of last week's outreach offering to support Indigenous New Hampshire Collaborative Collective. Today's community plate will support the youth group's civil rights tour in Alabama. Our youth will be traveling to Alabama to engage our civil rights history, as well as the legacy of slavery, lynching, and other forms of racial oppression. We will also do a service project and learn to listen to people with different perspectives while sharing our own in a respectful manner. Your generosity will help to make sure that all youth who are interested will be able to afford the trip regardless of family finances. Our morning offering will now be gratefully received.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do, and they settle beneath your skin, kept on the inside, and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. What you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just
Thank you so much. May we be transformed by our giving. May the world be transformed by our gifts. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 1008, in our Till hymnal, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our hearts turns within, and we feel the power of each other's faith. Our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
Go out into the world in peace, honor one another, listen with an open heart, stay curious, have courage, be kind. Embrace the mystery, welcome awe, and always live the way of love. I now invite Karen to extinguish our chalice here in the sanctuary, and I invite you at home to extinguish your chalice. Please join me in reading aloud the words on the screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of this faith we share, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Now please join me in singing our unison benediction. If you are comfortable joining hands or elbows, go ahead and reach out. And if not, reach out with your heart to all of us worshiping with you, knowing that you are not alone.
You I give, together we share, and from this Thank